Five per household. Yeah, seriously, five per household
Uh,
on a 25,000 coin, and it was done all by mail order.
is that
And
is that the one that had the Jefferson matte finish nickel in it?
yes, it had the matte proof nickel in it, and it had and they sold for about $200 a set. They were 37.50 face from the mint,
Wow.
issue from the mint, and then they were sold for $200 because they were so hard to get a hold of.
You're part of
And
the
it's a beautiful
problem,
coin.
Mike. You're this. You've created this culture of flipping mint
Yeah,
products.
yeah.
Look at you.
No, I actually wanted this one for my own, and I only ordered one, and I didn't get it.
Wah, wah,
I
wah.
was so mad. 37.50. It's like I ended up buying one. I paid like $180 for it.
My God.
It's so bad. I know it. What are they worth now?
I don't know. I haven't had
Do I
one
have
in
a
a while.
cricket sound effect in here somewhere?
Sorry, had a
That's
cough.
pretty much what they hear out of them. Okay, so speaking of the mint, the 2017 uncirculated mint sets are now available.
Oh yeah, I guess
Speaking
they
of
are.
crickets. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, see, here's the thing: is this is another dinosaur for the United States Mint.
yeah. I
Absolute dinosaur, and I'm the exact kind of dinosaur that collects them. You know that I collect mint sets.
oh yeah.
It's the only thing I actively collect. That's it. I've got them going all the way back to when they started in the cello packs. I've got all of them. And I like it that way because I have a complete set of clad coins.
Yeah, well, that's true,
I've
and
got all of
that's
them.
that's your bag of chips, not mine. But
Yeah,
that's yours.
well, I mean, and what does that get me? If I break them out, I can get on the bus.
I was gonna say a lot of pocket change.
Right. So but I didn't pay anything for them. They're cool. I like them. I collect them. But last year's sales of mint sets. This is a staple of U.S. mint products. Last year's sales barely cracked a quarter million.
Well, you said it best, man. Nobody really cares.
Do you think that it's time they should shoot this product and put it out of its misery?
Yeah, I mean,
See, here's the thing you got to think about with mint
well,
sets is
yeah.
that
Think about
the
this.
only reason that they produce half dollars is the mint sets. The only reason they produce Sacagawea dollars is the mint sets
Well,
and the roll sales.
I'll play devil's advocate for a minute. You think about this. The coins that go in the mint sets are no different than any other coins that are produced by the U.S. Mint. So it costs them face value, well, less than face value because they're the issuer, but let's just say face value.
Right, it costs them cost,
Yeah, cost plus the cost of the
which for
packaging.
pennies more than nickels more.
So
Good.
so plus the cost of the packaging, which let's say is another $4, which is probably
Tops.
hot
Yeah,
top. But
tops.
so they have these sets that cost them say what 7 to 8 dollars a piece to make, and what do they sell them for?
Let's see what this year, because this year's set doesn't have $20.95.
So it cost them say $8, and they sell it for twenty
And there's
dollars.
two, three,
Multiply that by a quarter
four,
million.
five and a half. There's just under $6. Yeah, just under $6, maybe a little bit over $6 in them.
So say eight. So $8
Yeah.
to be average. So $8, they get 20, and they do it a quarter million times. I'm in.
Oh, I didn't say they weren't a moneymaker,
Well, if
but I
it,
mean,
if
at
it's a
what point?
moneymaker, then they're going to keep doing it
At what point do you shoot this thing?
when it quits making money. I mean, that's how I look at it in business.
If this was a racehorse, they would take it out behind the stable.
They really
They would
wouldn't.
put it. They would.
They're easy to make. They don't have to do anything different in the production of the coins than what they're already doing. They just have to put them in packaging. It's not like it's something that they have to create special dies for. It's not like it's something that they have to.
And let me play devil's advocate for a second, because you're going to be the same guy that's going to look at me when I'm sitting here crying in my beer that they actually stopped making them. You're going to be going, but Mike, man, you get them out of change. There's no reason for
Well, that's always been my
you know.
point. But I'm
Well,
looking
I'll
at
tell you what,
this from a
the
business standpoint.
the value in having a mint set, literally, is that you can have both coins from both mints. And for people, see, you and I are lucky because in the Midwest we get a pretty decent mix of both mints.
Yeah.
But in certain parts of the country, you can only get P mints and only get D mints, and that's kind of the way distribution works. So this is their opportunity every year to get nice, fresh, uncirculated coinage. There is a value in that.
Sure. I mean,
Apparently not a lot.
I get that there's a value to the sets, but it's as long as it's making money for them, they're not going to quit doing it.
See, and like I said, last year's sales were 281,000, and how many of those were multiple sales?
Yeah,
That's the killer.
that's true.
So here, let's ask the listeners, what do you think? Do you guys think that they should stop making mint sets? Write us, Mike at CoinShowRadio.com.
We'll put that after this show drops. We'll put it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, we can put it there, but you can write us, Mike at CoinShowRadio.com. You can always check out our closed Facebook group, Friends of the Coin Show, which they got a really nice treat this week.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, feedback. We really want to hear about it. Do you think this is our opinion poll for the week? Do you think they should discontinue 2017, or that they should discontinue uncirculated mint sets? I told you, I'm pent up, man. I've still got stuff to do. So speaking of putting something out of its misery,
yes,
our neighbors to the north, America's Hat, has finally decided to end the 20 for $20 silver coin program.
That didn't last very long.
Well, and here's the thing is, I don't know if I exactly predicted it when the program started, because I remember us talking about it when it started. But it does seem that people don't really quite know what to do with them.
Well, I think the thing is, didn't they start this in like 2010 or 2011 when silver was a lot higher?
And that's the exact point. It's in 2011 they started.
Yeah.
And the price of silver was big.
And there was almost $20 worth of silver in these coins.
Well, and there was, I think it really was about $20 worth of silver in a $20 coin, and that's what they figured out. Or that's what they figured, and they released them. And the problem is it's now worth about $6 Canadian. And, the real problem with it is that they put a face value on them, and then they demonetized them.
Yeah.
And therein lies the real problem is that, if they were monetized, people could spend them.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been happy with it, and everything would have been cool.
Yeah.
But because you can't spend them, now it's, that you can't do that. So people are sitting there wondering, well, why did I buy this? Did I get taken? Is this some kind of, is it a scam?
I'm reading the article. It says they considered the coins to be non-circulating legal tender, which means...
What does that mean?
Well, it means that they were legal tender, not meant to be circulated. Means that it was, kind
but
of
is it legal tender? Is it legal tender or is it not?
No, but
if it's legal tender, you can spend it.
The Royal Canadian Mint said that it would accept the coins at face value towards the purchase of numismatic products at mint boutiques throughout Canada. So it looks like you can only spend them at the mint. And it says here also that problems have occurred, however, when people tried to cash them in at banks. Consumers have been told by the banks that they will not exchange them for cash.
Oh, no, we're not taking easy.
We're not taking easy, hoser.
We're not taking easy. No, you take your $20 hockey puck and go home, eh?
I love kids.
No, so, that's exactly what and like I said, therein lies the problem. If you say it's legal tender, it's legal tender.
Yeah.
That means that you can exchange it for goods and services. That's kind of the definition of legal tender, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, apparently not.
Anyways, but yes, the funny thing is the president of the Royal Canadian Mint said many people were confused by those 20 for $20 coins.
It sounds like you were confused.
Well, yeah. Well, it says on it $20.
Yeah.
And you're charging them $20 for it, and there appeared to be $20 worth of silver in it. So it's not like silver went way up and they're expecting $40 for it now.
Yeah.
They're expecting that face value of $20.
I bet if silver went way up and the coins got to be worth more than $20 worth of silver, they'd be happy to take them back.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Hey, cash them in.
Yep.
Well, they're already starting to do that, though. That's where you can spend them at the mint.
That's true.
They're already taking them back. I think they're probably hedging on the fact that maybe silver will go up.
Yeah, well, who knows?
And finally in the news tonight, Heritage Auctions has published a new book dedicated solely to 1802 half dimes.
Huh.
Now, what do you know about 1802 half dimes?
I don't know much. I can't think of the last time I had one.
An 1802 half dime is an extremely rare coin.
Yeah, well, then that tells me why.
Well, and that's why I asked you if you knew much about them, because you know a lot more about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's normally in my wheelhouse, but the uber rare stuff that we just don't we don't have the customers for the
Well,
expensive.
I mean, come on, who does for this kind of stuff?
Yeah, there are some guys, but I'm a little fish in a big pond.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, this CoinWeek.com is reporting that the 64-page book chronicles the lone die pair used to strike all known 1802 half dimes, as well as the number of coins known to be struck by the U.S. Mint. So the author went back to 1859 and went through all the auction records that he could find, and has only found 167 appearances of any 1802 half dime between that time and the end of the century.
I wonder how many of them are the same coins going through auctions.
And that was kind of my thought is, you can only tell so much, particularly the further back you get.
Yeah. I've had some really cool old auction catalogs from the late 1800s and early 1900s, and it's like they only do plates of highlighted coins, and you might have an auction of
descriptions and stuff. It's not.
You might have an auction of 300 coins and only have 40 plate images. So.
Yeah, it's not like a Bowers or a Stax Bowers catalog where you open it up and it's just picture after picture after picture of highlighted coins.
We're definitely not like that.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, you really have to wonder how many of those 167 appearances were the same coin. This stuff surfaces every couple of generations, and so to go back 150 years,
pretty cool,
and only find 167 of them even finding an auction, you have to think that the surviving population of this has to be, really, really low.
Yeah, it can't be that many.
I mean, I've never understood those R. Well, I've never committed the R numbers to memory. It's not that I don't understand them. It's that I've never understood the need for them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of the way low. What is it, like R2?
No, I think it goes the other way. R7, R8.
Okay. R8 is like unique or something like that. Okay. Just remember, you're unique, just like everybody else.
You're an R8, Mike.
Thanks. You're all right, too.
You're all right. Hey! That's funny. I like it.
This is James Seago with QA Check, and you're listening to The Coin Show.
All right, Matt, so now that we got that out of the way.
Oh, that's your favorite part, though.
God, that was
a
a big hug. Well, I think you like the news, too, don't you?
I'm fond of it.
You learn.
Yeah.
Every time.
I do. You're a good teacher, even though
I don't know anything.
Well, I didn't say that.
I did. Anyway, so okay, so I think first, before we get into our feature segment of the week, I have a little kind of surprise, because I got a surprise in the mail this week.
Okay.
And my surprise in the mail this week was from Whitman. Every once in a while they like to send me a little something. And they sent me a copy of the new Mega Red.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Now, it's like the new Mega Red is the 3rd edition. So I like the fact that they brought it out as a guidebook of United States coins, what was deluxe edition. And they kind of quickly gave in to the whole people calling it Mega Red.
Yeah, well.
And so they've adopted that title as of last year. Mega Red 2017 was the name of the book. And now they have United States Coins Mega Red 3rd edition. And so they're progressing through the series of coins that are contained inside.
Mm-hmm.
And the new Mega Red, the 3rd edition, has nickels in it.
Ooh, I bet you were happy.
Well, me. It's like Dennis. He helped me out. He loves me. So one of the things that I really like about this coin, or about this book, is that, have you ever seen the Bowers series, the Red Books?
Oh yeah, I have a few of them at the office.
Okay. And you know how they lay out the series by date and mint mark, mm-hmm. and how they have like the key to collecting to them, and they have, the mintage. Well, it's like that's what these mega reds are doing for each series, and it's kind of like having